Hi, I have Joel Hoekstra with me from Whitesnake, which is an incredible honor. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thanks. It's great to be here.
Yeah, have you ever been to Alcatraz before?
No.
I'm talking about the festival, not the prison.
Or the prison. I've been to neither.
Neither.
So, yeah.
Okay, all right. So what are you expecting from Belgian crowds?
I have no idea. I mean, we're just going to get out there and do our thing, rock and roll, and hopefully everybody's here to have a good time with us.
Yes, I've been around. I've been around the festival grounds, and a lot of people are super excited to see you.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen much, as per usual. We kind of go from bus to dressing room to stage, and so you don't always get a chance to see a lot, but it makes it worth it. The experience on stage is second to none, right? It's the best thing you could do for a living, I think, maybe.
Right, yeah. Do you sometimes have to be reminded of this, like when it's super heavy and you guys are going from place to place?
No, because it took me a long time to have anything kind of go anywhere with my career. So I think really
There's a lot of gratitude.
I'm appreciative of it because I earlier on, younger, it's the business is so tough. I struggled a long time to get where I am these days. So I appreciate it.
How would you compare those days to starting out now, which I think maybe is even harder, no?
Oh gosh, to start out now, I mean, I sympathize with the young musicians right now. I think one thing is you can get your music out there and yourself out there online, which is something different than that little in-between period I'm talking about, which is kind of like the 90s. So you really weren't able to get yourself out there online, and things were slowing down for
heavy metal
lead guitar playing.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know, but it's so difficult to figure out a way to make a living. I mean, my advice to young players is to just try and be productive every day. Just try and look at it objectively, like what's going to move you forward, and try and focus on those things rather than what could go wrong, because everything could go wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Murphy situation.
You just hope for the best, but I think the work, so much of it is just about working hard in the end. It's like everybody else's job out there in the world, except ours gets filled with a lot of drama and excitement and emotion and all this stuff, but it's important to kind of see through that sometimes in terms of what got you there. And it's a lot of time spent on the guitar and a lot of time spent not just practicing your guitar, but then learning how to perform and be on stage and tour and all. There's a whole group of skill sets that you acquire through that stuff.
No, it's really what strikes me about the whole kind of metal, whatever, hard rock scene is everybody works really, really hard. It's not like kind of I drop out of high school and I just go and have fun with my band sort of thing. It's a lot of really, really hard work. So
yeah, I think especially nowadays, as we discussed, it's getting harder and harder.
So tell me a little bit. You guys are touring full on Greatest Hits tour.
Greatest Hits tour. It's an amazing set list. The best set list I've ever had the opportunity to play, really.
Why is that?
All the songs are recognizable, and I like every single one.
Right.
I mean, it's just rare that there's not one that you're like, oh, okay, I guess we got to play that one. It's very exciting for me to be a part of. Great set list and great lineup. Obviously, David Coverdale, but Tommy Aldridge is playing drums. Reb Beach, being in a guitar team with him is great fun for me. So all these things are great for me. Great set list, great group of guys. We did a 5-week run in the States with it, and now we're wrapping up about 5 weeks here in Europe. And then we're going to do South America and Japan yet. But
a Greatest Hits tour is not necessarily a farewell tour.
No, that's totally up to David. I think he's on record as kind of saying 2017, but he didn't really say if that was the beginning or the end of. And I don't think that this has necessarily been announced as a farewell tour. He could call it quits at any time. You never know. We're all doing everything we can to keep him going.
Exactly. You see him up close and you see if he's having fun, right? He's still having fun.
I think he is. I think he's got a lot more left to give yet. But that's totally his call, and I'll, respect whatever his decision is on that. And, he's been great with me, and he's been great to work for. So, all I can do is offer my support in any way I can back with him. If he decides that he's had enough, then cool. I'm not going to be upset. But I think I would love it to keep going, obviously, though. Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah, of course.
Well, it was wonderful to have you in,
Yeah,
in our studio.
thank you,
It was nice
thank
to
you.
meet you as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
Good luck.
Hopefully my hair wasn't too wet.
No, just look
No.
greasy. That's it.
Just looks greasy. Wonderful.